I'm talking about geomancy and how to use a Geomantic talisman, and then I also posted up the planetary cameas up on Instagram so you can see. Since many in geomancy, if you use the elements or only the planets, you call upon the spirits of the planet or the intelligence, so they are up there. And I just wanted to talk about a very simple way to do. I've made a short little so-called talisman here, and I chose Caput Draconis, and that's how it looks like, the symbol in geomancy. Here's one other, they have many characters, and different magicians use different. And I like the square ones, others like rounds. But since it's earth, air, fire and water and so on, and astrological, I like squares. And Caput Draconis is the north node of the moon. And outer element is earth and inner element is earth. And the anatomy of the Caput Draconis is the right arm. And keyword is beginning and is favorable in 2nd and 7th houses. Unfavorable in the 12th house and strengthened in the 5th and 11th houses. So this is more like astrological magic, and I used to use it quite a lot back in the day. And then we have the colors. The traditionals are white feckled with citrine. And Golden Dawn has its king scale, citrine, olive, russet and black. And then there's these other colors as well, but you don't use them in talismans, but I wrote them down anyhow. And here we can see that fire is passive, air is active, water is active and earth is active. So this is a full force thing here. And so this is a complete ritual with consecration if you make a talisman like this. If you only use a sigil, then you don't need a full ritual, then it gets easier if you use it like sigil magic. So let's go on. Choose a sigil or geomantic character, and paper, color and fluid condenser, and I go into the quick way of fluid condenser here. One small piece of gold or gold-plated jewelry. I use often my gold rings. And a small pan of water, and I put the gold in and cover and boil. And then you let it cool down covered to keep the steam in, and repeat at least 6 times. Usually I take 7 if I do enoki, and 7 is sacred deer and so on. Or 11 if I just go how it feels like. And then the second part is that you have 2 cups of water and 2 to 3 teaspoons of tea or herbs in a pan. And you can use planetary or astrological, however you think. And you cover with a lid and boil for 10 minutes and let it cool down. Then strain the herbs and leaves out, and then you heat it up again and simmer until at least half of it liquid has evaporated. And after that you combine the gold water and tea, and you just jar it. And it lasts for 1 to 2 days without any alcohol. And since you need strong pure alcohol, and in this country there's only 40% alcohol, so that is not good for alchemy. You need at least 80% if you want to really have the essence of it. So I use it the day before or the same day. And in geomantic sigil magic, you choose the ritual of either fire, air, water or earth. And for talismans, a metal like Venus for copper and gold, the planetary classical ones. And the colors and the fluid, I just put 4 drops in each corner with a sort of like with an eye drop thing. And then you do the consecration, and I do the Kabbalistic cross, lesser banishing ritual of pentagram, and then I and a simple circle here, and I use the God names and I invoke over the talisman. And this is a thing why you don't do many talismans, since you link it to yourself in this ritual, and it can drain you over time. I have one talisman that I created that is working, but otherwise it is that you consecration and deconsecration, and that's when you do the banishing over a talisman. Many do it in the beginning, that they do many talismans for friends and so on, but this is not an amulet. An amulet has let's say crystals and metals and herbs, or a mojo bag, or something like that, and it has the natural flow. But since it's natural flow, you don't consecrate it. So that means that the energies can flow, but when you consecrate something with a spirit, it is linked to you and me. So my energy is forever linked with that talisman. And that's why you don't make them often. And then, of course, there is that you wear it, let's say, for 3 days and have it under your pillow to really bond with it, and then it becomes a part of you. So it is like a different kind of magic here. So in use simple sigil magic and like fire, water and earth, and create amulets and so on, but I wanted to cover the talisman. So this was just some simple things. And you can use the Olympic spirits, the archangels, but in most times, like in a sigil magic of Geomantic, you just call upon, like for Michael, the planet Sun, you call on Sorat and Makiel, the intelligence or the spirit, to do both the geomancy and create the magic, and then you choose the air, fire, water or earth and do only one simple ritual there and get the magic working. So this was all for now, and this was just a short introduction to this, and everything is on Instagram. And have a magical day. Bye for now.